with Manchester United, so not negotiating with any other club, PSG or all the other rumors. The player wants to go to Manchester United. The contract is agreed till 2029. Ciao guys, welcome back now on Playback. As always, together to update you on all the latest on the transfer market. Today with a show that is going to be a fast one with an important update for Manchester United. And it's an exclusive important update, a really exclusive important update. So we are ready. Ciao, ciao guys. Ciao to all of you joining the channel. The first signing of the summer transfer window for Manchester United and the first signing for Ineos. Because Manchester United have completed the deal to join Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna. Here we go. Done deal. Manchester United signed Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna. Let me tell you an important exclusive detail on this story. My understanding is that Manchester United don't pay the release clause for Joshua Zirkzee. We had reports over the weekend of Manchester United paying the release clause for Joshua Zirkzee. This is not the case. What I understand is that Manchester United will pay slightly more than 40 million euros, but including some very good details for the payment terms. So what's the agreement? Instead of paying 40 million euros to Bologna in one solution, Manchester United have agreed with Bologna on paying slightly above the release clause, but with better payment terms. Manchester United will pay the fee in 3 years. Joshua Zirkzee has already agreed his contract at Manchester United. The contract will be valid until 2029. 5-year deal for Joshua Zirkzee with an option for further season 2030. So first signing of the summer, first signing of the new era for Ineos, Joshua Zirkzee to Manchester United is here we go. The deal is agreed. The deal will be done very soon with medical tests expected before the holidays for Joshua Zirkzee, and then Manchester United will complete officially the deal. But with Bologna, there is an agreement in place, United Bologna for Joshua Zirkzee, and the agreement is not to pay the release clause, but to pay slightly above the release clause in 3 years. This is the pact between Manchester United and Bologna, and this is the first signing ever for the new co-owners of Manchester United, Ineos, because Joshua Zirkzee is the first signing for United. So it's a really important update, really important story, guys, but for Man United, a crucial steps because they have their first signing of the summer transfer window. Then, let me tell you something more on Zirkzee. So as I told you, medical test will be before the holidays, then time to sign all the documents, but Joshua Zirkzee can be considered a new Manchester United player. Agreement done with Bologna. Then guys, important to tell you something else. Manchester United are advancing in negotiations with Bayern for Matthijs de Ligt. So the expectation after Joshua Zirkzee is for Man United to get also the Matthijs de Ligt deal done. After 2 weeks ago, Matthijs de Ligt told his agent Raffaella Pimenta that he only wanted to negotiate with Manchester United, so not negotiating with any other club, PSG or all the other rumors. The player wants to go to Manchester United. The contract is agreed till 2029. The salary is ready. Everything is ready between de Ligt and Manchester United. Both Joshua Zirkzee and Matthijs de Ligt had concrete direct contacts with the manager of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag. For de Ligt, the agreement club to club is still needed. So de Ligt deal is underway between Bayern and Man United, agreed on player side, but now Man United are working to get the deal done also with Bayern. First step, Joshua Zirkzee. Next step, Matthijs de Ligt. Then Manchester United are entering very strong in the market now with Ineos. Mason Greenwood, Olympique Marseille are insisting to make the deal happen. Lazio are waiting to see what happens with Marseille. Of course, if the deal collapses with Marseille, Lazio will be still there, but Olympique Marseille remain confident. They have an agreement with Manchester United, 30 million euros add-ons included, and they are working to reach an agreement with the player. So despite the comments in the recent days for Mason Greenwood in Marseille, the point for Olympique Marseille remains very clear. They want to sign Mason Greenwood. They're insisting to sign Mason Greenwood. But the signing of the day is Joshua Zirkzee to Manchester United. Here we go. Let me remind also the contract, 5-year deal, option for further season, then time for medical, and also a smart deal for Manchester United because on the financial fair play point of view, instead of paying 40 million euros in one solution, which is sometimes a problem even for big clubs, for financial fair play, they will pay slightly above, but in 3 years. And so Joshua Zirkzee, new signing for Manchester United. I see the question of Brabus. Yes, Bayern will receive 50% of the fee for Joshua Zirkzee. Bayern had this clause into their deal with Bologna, similar to the clause for Basel for Riccardo Calafiori. So Basel had 50% for Calafiori, Bayern had 50% for Joshua Zirkzee. Now Bayern are receiving this money for Zirkzee, who is leaving Bologna and joining Manchester United. He was close to joining AC Milan, but Milan didn't want to pay the commission to the agent of the player. Milan have their policy, Milan have their strategy, and Joshua Zirkzee agreed terms with Manchester United and will play at Old Trafford next season. So a big move for Joshua Zirkzee, a big opportunity for Manchester United because Zirkzee did fantastic in Serie A last season. He was always one of the names mentioned in their internal meetings. Then a few days ago, Manchester United decided internally with all the people into the club to go and proceed for the Joshua Zirkzee deal. And now we can say, here we go. Then I told you about Greenwood, guys. So work in progress also between Greenwood and Olympique Marseille. I see a question on another exclusive news of the day. It was a nice one. Beste to Benfica. The deal is done. Beste is already in Lisbon for a medical test. So everything is agreed. 5-year contract for him as new Benfica player. Varane to Como is imminent. Probably next week they hope to have the final green light. But Rafa Varane, available as a free agent, is ready to work under Cesc Fabregas, playing for Como. On Crystal Palace, Tommy, I will tell you as soon as possible. At the moment, still nothing fresh. On Giroud, still nothing fresh also on this one because Lenny Giroud has to decide what he wants to do of his future. But Real Madrid remain very calm, very relaxed on that story. Then Morata will transfer in the deadline day. No. I don't think it's going to be in the deadline day. I think it will be earlier, the decision of Alvaro Morata, not in the deadline day, and it's going to be in the next days when Alvaro Morata will decide what he wants to do. For Nico Williams, no update. Ugarte for Manchester United fans remains absolutely a topic for Man United. Yes, Man United keep discussing with PSG, keep negotiating with the agent of Ugarte, and so conversations ongoing for Manu Ugarte. They still hope to find a solution also for some outgoing. We said about Greenwood, there is still Jadon Sancho, probably Casemiro, talking about midfielders with interest from Saudi. So there is movement around Manchester United for the outgoings, and Ugarte is one of the players they have in the list for the midfield for sure. Renato Veiga to Chelsea is signed. I see your questions. Everything is signed between Renato Veiga, Basel, and Chelsea. Contract till 2032 will be official today. Let's see when, but will be official soon. And I see questions on Calafiori. The negotiation between Arsenal and Bologna continue. As I told you yesterday, the agreement with the player is done since last week, 5-year contract. Now Arsenal and Bologna in direct negotiations for Riccardo Calafiori. Talks are ongoing, trying to reach an agreement. Bologna want 50 million euros guaranteed. Arsenal want to include the loans as part of the deal since day one of this negotiation. So talks ongoing between all parties involved, and deal in progress for Riccardo Calafiori, but still waiting to reach the final agreement between the two clubs. Savigno to City is already done. Savio to City, guys. Is a here we go since February, I told you. So no worries on that one. Savio is a City player. Everything is signed. Cop Miners Juventus negotiation ongoing. Juve are prepared to make their official bid to Atalanta really soon. Atalanta negotiating for Matt O'Reilly from Celtic as new midfielder. Cop Miners remains the priority of Juventus, even more than the centre-back. Todibo, Juve are trying, but it's not an easy deal with Nice, because Nice at the moment are not accepting an initial loan for Todibo. So Juve are still there. Let's see if they can agree on the formula. Kepa and Lukaku both expected to leave Chelsea, but at the moment I don't have anything fresh or imminent on these two players. Pavlovic, Milan, negotiations ongoing, Andrea. Salzburg always wanted around 25 million, but Milan are quite confident on this one, and the player is open to joining Milan. Nico Williams, we already said about Chelsea, so Chelsea, I see your questions. Chelsea have an interest since last summer in Nico Williams, but Chelsea are not paying at the current conditions that money in terms of release clause, commission, and salary. So, or they reduce the salary and the request, otherwise Chelsea will go on different players. And for Nico Williams, there is still Barcelona. Let me mention again Barcelona. Dame asking the league to Man United, here we go this week. Could be. It depends on the clubs. I'm not sure it's going to be this week. Could be next week because the negotiation between the two clubs is still ongoing. And also, Man United are now closing the deal for Joshua Zirkzee. But the update for today was Zirkzee, the exclusive story. Man United do not trigger the clause. 3-year payment. Here we go. Joshua Zirkzee to Man United. That's it for today, guys. But we will be together again, maybe tonight or maybe in the next days. But for sure, with many other stories. Zirkzee to Man United. Here we go. Ciao.